Good morning, Oracles. Well, yesterday we got some of that fundamental news that you like to pay attention to for the future of Tesla and where we are headed. So I know a lot of times lately we've been in a bear market, so there's not a lot of awesome, exciting things going on. The stock price is suppressed. Even when we do get some good news and the stock runs up a little bit, seems like something comes out to pull us back down. But if you look ahead into the future and you see the dark skies lift, the skies are very bright and there are some great signs that are pointing us in that direction. So Tesla laid down a challenge to Panasonic to put out 2 terawatt hours worth of supplies and batteries for Tesla themselves, because this is the direction that Tesla is going. And this is the kind of extreme scale that Elon talks about when we get to Master Plan Part 3. Which we are still awaiting Master Plan Part 3. I'm guessing we might be getting that over the next month. I thought we'd have it by now. But it was a busy second quarter and Elon was focused on finishing up the quarter strong, and then he decided to take himself a little vacation. So we've been seeing quite a few pictures of Elon over in Greece, but Elon did reply to TESLACONOMICS over on Twitter to one of the pictures saying that he is back in the factory now already. So this is good news. You know, we know Elon's a worker. He's not a guy who's going to be going around traveling and vacationing, but everybody needs some downtime. You got to take some time off to kind of regroup and settle. And seeing as we didn't hear from him on Twitter for an entire week at the end of the second quarter, that tells me that he was busy working his tail off to get that quarter finished up strong. So he took himself a vacation, and now he's already back at it. And now going back to the battery world, having Panasonic putting up this $4 billion factory in Kansas City, and then hearing about how Tesla has put down this challenge, just says this is where we are headed with batteries in the future. You know, Elon said himself previously that lithium batteries are going to be the new oil. And so with this coming, we are going to be seeing batteries coming up like crazy. Now, with that said, we also heard news from Bloomberg about CATL, and Sawyer had put this over on Twitter, that CATL is going to be looking at 2 locations in Mexico to put up a $5 billion factory. Now, one of these locations may end up in the US, but either way, Mexico or the US area is going to be close to Austin, so they will be supplying Tesla and Ford according to this report. So again, a lot of these battery manufacturers are popping up with factories even faster. And now I don't know, and if you guys know, I didn't have a chance to read into these articles, but I don't know how long it's going to take for them to build. But if they end up getting these battery factories up within the next year or 2 years, that means that by 2024, we should see these battery factories running to be able to supply Tesla as they are getting to this ramp where we've got robo-taxis coming out, the Cybertruck, the Semi, potentially a compact car. But chances are that compact car is going to be coming out of China, so the battery factories that we have already heard about over there would be supplying those. Plus, Tesla is getting batteries from BYD as well, and then Tesla is also going to be producing its own batteries. So a lot of these batteries that we are coming to see are going to be 4680 batteries coming out of both CATL and Panasonic. So this is great news for that, because we know obviously that's the direction that Tesla is going, is with the structural 4680 packs for at least the Model Ys, the Cybertruck, and the Semi. And now other news that we have gotten out of Tesla from Austin is that they have filed for an expansion on the factory. 68.11 acres of land adjacent to the current factory that they have will be for production support. Truly don't know what production support is. You know, they've already got the battery manufacturing within the main factory that they have now. So I don't know if production support is going to be just a place where they store a bunch of the materials and raw materials that they have. Maybe it's just going to be like a material stock warehouse. Maybe it's going to be a testing facility. Truly don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to what you think that maybe this support facility is going to be utilized for. Because I mean, 68 acres is a lot of land for a factory to just hold supplies. So I truly think that there's going to be a lot more to it than just holding supplies and maybe some testing. But you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments on that one. And so now with all of this news, and we've got Deutsche Bank coming out saying that the opportunity to purchase Tesla right now is amazing. Between the second half of this year and into 2023, it is a great opportunity to accumulate shares. And if we do end up getting a pullback from this blip on the radar of Q2 earnings, it is going to be another opportunity that should be taken advantage of according to Deutsche Bank. Now, I personally agree with this, and I've already said it on here that my stockpile of cash is pushing close to 10% right now. I've been actually adding to it intentionally to get it to 10% because I was anticipating if we do end up getting a pullback, that's where I want to deploy a significant chunk of that cash into Tesla. I don't think if we end up getting a pullback, it's going to be all and then bounce back up from it. So I'm going to go back to the strategy I had previously, which is for every percent that we fall, I am going to add more money into it. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to kind of feel it out as we go. I don't know if it's going to be $10 for every percent or $20 for every percent that we come down. Again, I'll feel it out and I'll let you guys know as soon as I come up with that. And if you follow me over on Twitter, I'm over there at OracleTim1. I do share all of my daily trades that I put on there. So if I am going to be purchasing Tesla as we dip, that's where you're going to be able to see it first. And so tomorrow morning, I'm going to be putting out in the video my forecast for what I anticipate we are going to see at earnings come that evening. And so I will be getting out of work early. So I'm going to get home and I will have a live stream. I just don't know if I'm going to start it. When I'm going to start it, I may go through the earnings report first, dig into that, and then share it with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want me to do that live or not. Either way, I should be home right around the time the earnings report comes out, so I'll dive into that. And definitely for the earnings call, I will be on there to do a live stream, and then I'll do a recap at the end. And now again, for me on the earnings call, it's going to be a lot about what is the forecast, what is the guidance, what are they looking for in the future. I don't know if we're going to get any extra further information since the annual shareholder meeting is coming up so close afterwards within a couple of weeks. So we may not get any information there. We'll probably get it later. But either way, this is going to be huge for all of us, because if I do see that pullback happen after hours from whatever we get on earnings, that is going to be able to signal me as to whether I'm going to be deploying this extra capital or not. And so when it comes to the stock price, yesterday was awesome to see. We had seen that Tesla, despite the fact that we were up great in the market most of the day, Apple news got leaked that they were going to potentially slow hiring down. That kind of freaked the market out. So the market went from very green to very red, but Tesla still ended up finishing up green, which is why we're wearing this today. And so that was great news to see. That is Tesla holding up strong. Again, the earnings will tell us, I think, whether we're going to swing one way or the other. And truly, I don't know if we come in with just meeting expectations and then the guidance just is that same 50% growth that we're seeing, we might not actually see much movement from Tesla. So again, with the macro environment being as heavy as it is, I think a lot of the earnings swing is going to be based on just the earnings, but will be kind of, brought back into line either way based upon the macro movements. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about all of these battery factories popping up? Do you think they are going to get built and ramped fast enough to be able to supply Tesla with all of the batteries that they need? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know how long you think it's going to take for Tesla to ramp up their battery production to those kind of levels as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat, that link is down in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel any further, I do have a Patreon, that link is also in the description. Thank you so much, have a great one.